round 2 of the playoffs is in the books, and it was an exciting one. It was without a doubt. And we had our 4 local games, 5 area teams, and D.C. Reeves, sports writer of the News Journal, here with Jason Blakeney as usual. And let's break those down for you. I'll start with my game. What a game it was! Navarre 20, Pine Forest 18.
Wow.
Enormous win. I told Chad Lashley, the head coach at Navarre, today, it seems like every week I call him and say, is this the biggest game in history? Is this the biggest win in history? And it just keeps chapters are just rewritten in the history books for Navarre, 20-18. And it all came down to that final drive. 9 plays, 90 yards. They were down 18-14 with 2.5 minutes to go. They force a fumble by Luchez Purifoy. They turn around into the win. 9 plays, 90-yard drive, capped by a pass from quarterback Colton Kane, 30 yards to Brad Leggett, and that put them up 20-18. Missed the extra point, didn't matter anyway, and what a win. I mean, it's funny. We've talked about that. That's 8 wins in a row for them, and every week we've talked about, man, they're playing great ball. They're playing great ball, but you sort of felt like this was going to be the immovable object for Navarre. You felt like Pine Forest on the road. Even 2-3 weeks off, we said, hey, they got a chance to get Siceville. We thought that, but who would have sat here and said, hey, they're going to go waltz into Pine Forest and beat them.
Yeah, you had to think Pine Forest had the athletes to go ahead and put Navarre out of the playoffs, but for Pine Forest, it came down to what it's come down to all year. The turnovers, had a chance to ice it there late in the game. Fumble lost in the red zone there with a first down that would have put the game away. And what do you know? Navarre takes the ball, drives down, and wins it with 30 seconds left.
Yeah, and also earlier in the game, that Purifoy had thrown an interception at the goal line. Obviously that changes the complexion of the game. Also, they went for 2 after missing the first extra point. They went for 2 every time after that. Pine Forest did on their other 2 touchdowns, and they came up empty, and on all those, you kick extra points. It's easy to second guess, but you kick extra points. Maybe that changes things. Just an off night overall for Pine Forest. Purifoy still had 195 rushing yards in the win, 76-yard touchdown run. But they just were not on their game. And as we said all season long, turnovers are their Achilles heel, and 2 crucial turnovers tonight pretty much doomed their chances. So huge win. Navarre 20, Pine Forest 18, and then let's talk about your game. You went over to Freeport, and Northview won again. I talk about another team winning on the road 2 weeks in a row in the playoffs. You have Northview 21, Freeport 12.
Right, gets a little bit of payback for their only loss of the year. Lost earlier this year to Freeport, which gave Freeport the district championship and the home field in this game. They go over for the second time. Everything's a little more comfortable. First possession of the game, they take an interception back, 35 yards, touchdown. Get up quick and really never look back. Really controlled things with the ground game. Had 2 drives over 10 plays. 1 drive was 16 plays. Took over 8 minutes off the clock. Put them up 14-6, and they got the defense when they needed it. They're a really confident team, and now they're going to go forward.
Yeah. So the pass is what killed Northview, the last time there, allowing 27 points, but their defense is really shored up. And it's sort of the opposite for Pine Forest. Pine Forest in previous seasons, they had really struggled defending the pass, especially last year against Fort Walton Beach in the first round. And then they've been great this year with Purifoy at corner, Joseph Hunter, the transfer from PHS at safety. It's the exact opposite, again, on this night, 222 passing yards from Kane. And so, but it's those little things, pass defense, creating turnovers, those things. I mean, that's the difference between advancing and going home. So, anyway, let's go to our other 2 games. PHS had to come back. Surprising score, 7-0 at the half. They were down to Choctaw. This is a team they beat 49-0 in the regular season, but they come back and win 25-7, and they will now roll on to St. Augustine again. Yeah,
you don't know what's more surprising there, whether it's that they had 0 points at halftime or that Choctaw actually had 7. It's kind of hard to tell which one was the bigger surprise there. But the one thing about PHS, you got to say, their offense has struggled in the first half, both playoff games, and they've really answered in the second half. They made the adjustments, the kids start executing, and that's the kind of formula that they're going to have if they're going to go forward. Maybe last year that offense wouldn't have made those adjustments, and if they struggled like that, the game might have been over.
Yeah, absolutely. So a big road test for them. Somebody passed a road test, a true road test. I mean, Northview, they went to a district champion that they played already.
Right.
Obviously, Navarre just went across town to Pine Forest, but Catholic had a true road game. They had to go to Taylor County on the other side of Tallahassee, and they sneak out of there with a 14-7 win, and here they are again in the state semifinals.
Right, a couple touchdowns from Marquise Summer. Him and Sean White both committed to play at Vanderbilt yesterday on Thanksgiving Day, or on, Thursday, which would be Thanksgiving Day, Saturday as you're watching here. And, it's a big win for them. Maybe a little disappointed that they don't get bowls in the next round, but, they're going to get a tougher test. They've got a bigger game. This isn't kind of what they were looking forward to. It's going to be interesting to see how their mindset changes now that it's not bowls that they're playing.
Well, it's obviously a tough team. It's going to be Ocala Trinity Catholic. Mm-hmm. Bowls was number 1 in the poll. Ocala was number 2 in the poll. So still a great team. It'll be a number 2 versus number 4 matchup, and the winner is going to get a bid to the state championship game. That game will be at Catholic next week. So that'll be our only home game. Everybody else will be back on the road. Navarre will be at Tallahassee Lincoln. PHS will be at St. Augustine. And Northview will be at Jacksonville Trinity Christian. So we'll have them all spread across the part all over North Florida, and I guess some combination of us in the office will be at some of those places. So.
We'll get it figured out.
Right. So anyway, that's it. I guess. Hey, 4 games. That's easy, right?
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us, and check my stats players of the week, and we'll also have another preview video for you as we think we keep losing teams, and we're not. We still have 4 live, and so we'll preview all those for you on Friday morning.